worse in Baltimore?
Yeah, this is where I live. I'm standing in my door.
Okay, so you're right across the street.
Yeah, I'm standing, the door's open. I'm standing back in the door, but I come to the top step. I'm still in my doorway when I see them taking them out the car. And I tell them, so they asking them, he's asking, what did I do? What did I do? And they tell him, shut the fuck up and get against the car. So when they take him, they search him, they put the gun away, take him to the side. They tell him, get on the ground. They got him over here from the patch steps. Get on the ground, get on the ground. He's still asking, what did I do? They go into the choke. I tell him, get on the ground. He's going down to get on the ground for him. The other cars pull up, and I guess when they start to pull, that's when they start getting really aggressive. They run over and tackle him, and they want to top him, and the other police officers both of them want to top him. I'm watching there, and they're here, and they're beating him in his face. This is how they're beating him, just like this is. And he's screaming, Ma, saying Ma, Ma.
Exactly, right here.
Then the other police came over with the Philly club and started hitting him with the club. And that's when I really went off and said, man, get off that man. That man down. Why y'all still beating on that man? Let that man go.
I get in the car, I get to about right here where the car's parked. I see gas is coming from around this corner. Around this corner. Like this, with a gun. I'm looking in my right mirror so I can see him come around the corner. When I take my vision, I'm in the car, when I take my vision off of him and I look forward, Officer King, he in front of the vehicle like this. He just came from Bruce Street. He in front of the vehicle. Put the fucking car in park. Put the fucking car in park. I immediately raised my hand. I say, I ain't gonna get out until you lower your weapon. You get the lowering his weapon. You get about right here, you lowering his weapon. So I start opening the door. As soon as I start opening the door, Gaskins opens the door. He opened the door with his right because he got his gun in his left. Puts the gun in my head like this. I'm sitting in the car, just like this. He has a gun to my head, just like this. Pulling me out of the car with his right. Once they pull me out of the car, they shut the door. They slam me against the car. Now I'm like this. I turn around swiftly. Oh, officers, what's going on? Tell me what's the problem, car. I know my rights. Tell me what's going on. They say, shut the fuck up. Slam me back against the car. Boom. I turn around again. Hold on, officers. I know my rights. What's going on? Tell me what happened so I can help you. Again, shut the fuck up. Boom. Slam me against the car. This time I'm scared. I'm frightened. They already put their guns on me. So I get to yelling. I grab one to the car. I say, Ash, mine, Ash, mine. Ash is my baby mother. My mother, obviously, you know my mother. Mine, Ash, mine, Ash. As soon as they notice I'm yelling for witnesses, they start, like my witness said, they start pulling me around here. You get the tussle. Get around here. I'm asking, what am I doing? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I see my neighbor, Mr. Sam. He say, man, this is exactly where he come in. He hear me yelling. Exactly where he come in.
Man, yelling across the street at them. Get off of him.
Exactly where he come in.
Man down on the ground. Get off of him.
He say, go down. Like I said, Mr. Sam said, go down. I hear him. Go down. All right, I'm gonna go down because I don't resist arrest. If I was doing wrong, I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong. Push me down. Bang. I stopped myself from landing on my face, so I received a small cut. I guess he get mad. He immediately jumps on my back, gets to choke me in the L. Once he grabs me in the L, I turn on my back. I'm getting choked. I feel him choke me. I'm rolling around. I feel him choke me. I'm rolling around. He get leverage. I end up like this, facing Mr. Sandor. He says, King, hit him.
And that's when
Officer King
started beating him in the face.
Beating me in the face. Boom, boom, boom. I'm here. I'm yelling. Why you hit me? What I do? Why you hit me? What I do?
And then other police.
Mr. Sam yelling. What are y'all doing? Get the fuck off of him.
He's down.
He's down. Now,
other police come with the billy club.
This time, I'm still rolling.
While they beat him in the face, then he hit him with the club.
He still hit me. Gas is getting tighter and tighter on the grip. I turn over like this. This is exactly how I get it. I turn over like this. I feel myself. I'm going through a time right now. I feel myself like hype, like ready to go out. I see Mr. Sam still yelling, and as I look to my left, I see Officer Rosada coming with the nightstick. That's when I gain a little bit of energy, begin to scramble around a little bit more, because I don't want to get hit with that nightstick. Officer Rosada comes, he said, put your hand behind your back. I'm saying I can't, but I'm being choked. I'm being like the life is being choked out. Put your hand behind your back. Hit me with a stick. Boom. Put your hand behind your back. Hit me with a stick. Boom. Put your hand behind your back.
Going off.
But this time,
this Billy Club, and the man is down.
Officer Rosada can see that Gaskin is choking the life out. He looks at Gaskin. He says, Gaskin, get the fuck off. Badge number. He says, this is my badge number. Now, as Mr. Sam yelling for my mother and my baby mother to come over there so he can tell him what happened, Officer Gaskin noticed this and he said, shut the fuck up, old man. Go back in the house. Talking to Mr. Sam, my neighbor.
Shut the fuck up and get in the house. So I yelled back and say, fuck you, I'm in my house. So I turned to go in my door and I got the door halfway closed. He runs over and the door is knocked open and they jive on my back and knocked me into my hallway. Throw me down on my face, put my hands behind my back. I told him to hold up. I got a bad back and I got a pacemaker. He told me, fuck your back and fuck your pacemaker, old man. And locked me up. Then they bring me out here and they come over and tell me, get on the ground. I told him I'm not getting on the ground. He told me, I said, get on the ground. I said, I'm not getting on no ground. I said, I sit on them steps. So he sat me on the steps there and had him on the ground here until they put us in the van and took us away.
Took us to Western District.
You got charged with driving on suspended license, driving with no license. You gotta have one or the other. And resisting arrest.
While I'm sitting here, Officer Gaskins, my mother seen him too, took my license out of my pocket. That's how they got the information on the ticket they wrote.
I even asked the officer, I said, won't you just break me up aside? I said, what I'm being charged with? He's a disorderly conduct. I said, won't you just write me up a citation, let me go home? No, we don't do that. You going over the booking.
And you went over the book and sat for hours and was released with no charges.
1 o'clock, no charges. I'm released by 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. Walk from there to Mercy Hospital. No coat, no shoes, no nothing.
In my charge paper, it states that I swung on officers, but I got charged with resisting arrest. If I assaulted the officer, that's what I should have been charged with correctly. These officers are fabricating lies just to make false arrests, and I don't know why.
It was all
it's just to stop, man.
They locked me up because I saw them abusing this young man, using excessive force. So they locked me up and charged me with disorderly conduct. How am I disorderly? I'm standing at my door watching what you doing. I'm not over here in the mix of things. I'm not over here trying to stop you from doing your job or nothing. Right. All I'm doing is screaming, telling you you're beating that man too much, and I told his mother and his sister that I was an eyewitness.
I'm a family guy.
Every day.
I'm a family guy. I don't bother nobody. I don't do anything. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I probably have been arrested, but when I've been arrested, never been arrested for resisting arrest. When I know I'm wrong, I know I'm wrong. I'm an honest man. I'm loyal. It's gotta stop, man. It's gotta stop. I never believed in, I'm gonna tell you this though, I never believed in trauma. Never believed in trauma until now. I can give you that. And that's the word on my heart. I will die for that. I ain't gonna put nobody behind it. I will die for that. Never believed in trauma until now. Until I was faced 3 times where I felt as though my life was threatened. Like I said, when my gun was to my head, and when the gun was pointed at me from the front of the vehicle, and when I was here being choked out by Officer Gaskins, and I almost blacked out until I saw a nightstick, which got some energy. It took a nightstick to get somebody, a person with a nightstick, another officer to get another officer off a person. You know it's wrong.
It reminded me of Rodney King.